Hi, it's Renee Hasseltine here from shareyourpassion.com.au, and in this video I'd love to talk to you about why I believe creating intellectual property assets and in particular visual models is super important and so powerful in your business if you want to make a massive impact and be the go-to expert in your field. So let's have a little bit of a look into that. Okay, so this is one of the models that I use to explain the journey of a coach or a thought leader or someone who is an expert at what they do, who is on the way to becoming the go-to expert. So when someone's a newbie and they're starting out, they're kind of in this zone of chaos. They don't really know. They don't really know what they don't know. They don't know who their ideal client is, and they can't really articulate what problems they solve and the solutions they provide. And then the next stage is clarity. So when you've kind of been doing it for a little while, you start to get some clarity and you can articulate who your ideal client is, the problems you solve, solutions that you provide, and you're really, really clear about that stuff. And once you're clear and you start to attract some clients, then you can start to show some really consistent results. And with that consistency, you can build credibility through taking out all the expertise and the experience and the knowledge in your head and turning it into intellectual property. And that way you can actually become the go-to expert in your field. So to achieve success as a go-to expert, you need to be really, really clear about what is your zone of genius. You need to have experience, and you need to turn what is in your head into IP assets. So to take what's in your head and turn it into a visual model or into intellectual property, you need to start out with asking yourself some powerful questions. Now you might, when you're taking everything out of your head, you're going to end up with like a spaghetti mess of stuff, right? And you can't just show that to your clients. So when the spaghetti mess comes out of your head, you then need to chunk it into manageable sized chunks. And once you've got a manageable number of chunks, so that's sort of between 3 and 7, then you can start to draft it into a picture. You can present it to an audience so you can get some feedback. And then you can polish it up, have it done by a graphic designer, make sure it's all branded and made sexy, and there you go, you've got your sexy visual models created. So why do we want to do this? Well, the benefits, really, it's all about the benefits. Like, what's in it for me? Like, why would you go about creating visual models? Because they're so powerful, and this is why. Really, the marketing benefits are fantastic. You'll be able to generate valuable content quicker than ever before. You will stand out for the crowd, and you'll have massive credibility almost instantaneously. In terms of sales, your mindset will be improved because you'll have more clarity and confidence about what it is that you do. You'll be able to deliver and demonstrate tangible value, and your conversion rates will definitely improve. Now, leverage is one of the words I love. I think leverage is super, super important. Who doesn't want to get more with less? And when you've got your visual models, you will create content more efficiently than you've ever believed possible. I wrote my book in 3 days because I had visual models, and all I had to do was talk about my models. Quick and easy. If you're working with your clients one-on-one and you want to transition to one-to-many, then having these visual models will really help to ensure that those clients in the group scenario can actually get the results and can follow what it is that you're doing. And if you want to scale up or you're bringing on new team members, having the visual models will mean that you can actually show them very, very quickly, and they can very quickly get up to speed and understand exactly what it is that you do and how you do it. And of course, doing all this, you'll end up with raving fans, because when you are clear and your clients are clear, they're going to be happier. They're going to see that there's a clear roadmap. How do they get from A to Z when they're working with you? And they're going to get better, more consistent results because it's easier for them to implement when they can actually follow the roadmap. And at the end of the day, if you get hit by a bus tomorrow and the stuff is still stuck in your head, it's not going to serve anyone. But if you've gone to the effort of taking what is in your head and turning it into something tangible, turned it into visual models, and then leverage that into a bunch of products, then you are actually going to leave a legacy. The power of the work that you have done, of all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears you have put into your business, it will live on. And I think that's actually really worth doing. You're a change maker. You should have a legacy beyond what it is that you can do in your one-on-one time. Here's an example of one of my clients, Andrew Eggleton, who created his visual models with me at the beginning of 2017. And when I said, well, if you to put a dollar value on what it is, how much more money you've generated from these models, he said easily an extra $50,000 in revenue in 2017 as a result of the models. Now, obviously, that's going to continue because you don't just use your models for 1 year and chuck them out, right? So the power of these models in terms of income is also off the charts. So I would love to know, do you have any questions, comments? What did you get out of this video? Please let me know in the comments. Let's have a chat. I'm Renee Hasseldine from shareyourpassion.com.au. Thank you so much for watching.